Hello and welcome to round 10 of the 2018 Formula Virtual World Championship here from Orechova, Poton, Slovakia. My name is Brett Downton and I'll be joined today by Harry Westwood.
Hello.
So then, we are here in Slovakia for the very first time in Formula Virtual. We have 52 laps of this circuit. It's 307.944 kilometers. We have no previous data because we have never raced here before. Let's take a look through the grid then. For the first ever Slovakian V-Prix. On pole position, it's Enrique Ruiz. Alongside him, Olin Inman, and all Franklin front row. Most of the drivers here are on the medium tyres, and we'll highlight, as we go through the grid, the ones who are on a different strategy. Row 2 is the two DS Matishaws. Alar Kanga out-qualifying Adrian Simon. A huge shock there then, the Estonian starting to find his feet over a single lap. Row 3, Puccio Giordano and Nathaniel Powers. Ocelot and Downton making up the third row. Downton seem to be slipping back a bit as Ocelot in their fifth fastest car, still impressing. Ryuta Yoshida is 7th on the grid, ahead of Klaas van Schnelheid. Klaas, the leading contender on the soft tyres, a strange choice amongst the top 4 teams, the only one not starting on the mediums. Completing the top 10, the two Ingrams of James Vasquez and Jean Matson. Matson on the hard tyres, an interesting choice from Ingram. Be intriguing to see how far he can go into this race. Row 6 is the two Holmqvist. Now, neither of them are on the medium tyre. Timo Kinnaman leads his teammate Will Hoskins. Kinnaman on the hards, Hoskins is on the softs for this one. Row 7, the two Phoenix cars. We've got a lot of teammates side by side. Davenport ahead of Alvarez, and again, the two Phoenix are on the medium tyres, looking for a strong result here in Slovakia. Halverson and Elroy Wagner make up row 8 for North Star and Lopez respectively. Once again, both of them are on the mediums. Row 9 then, 17th and 18th, we have their teammates, but the other way round. Victor Osberg ahead of Judson Sykes. Sykes getting closer to Halverson, but still not quite there or thereabouts. 20th, completing the top 20, Zazolia and Vokolin, both on the medium tyres for first and Meteor respectively. Behind them in 21st and 22nd, Felix Perez and Finn Schneider. Schneider still in that AMR. Perez starts on the hard tyres. It'd be interesting to see how he can go compared to his teammate. And on the back row of the grid, 23rd we have Jules Simon. He's on the hard tyres as well. And completing the field, Dmitro Kovalenko on the mediums. So as we go down to the grid then, we focus on Enrique Ruiz on pole position. He starts on the right. We've got Inman at the bottom of the screen on the left. So lights go out now and we're racing in Slovakia. It's a great start from Inman. He's already up and alongside Ruiz, but no, Ruiz gets a better start at the second pace. And now Kanga is alongside the second Franklin. Ruiz leads through turn 1. Inman sweeps into second place and Simon has demoted his teammate to 4th then. So Simon gets passed into third. Giordano holds position ahead of Powers. Yoshida and Vasquez has jumped Klaas van Schnelheid up to 8th, and as we have a yellow flag in the first sector somewhere. I think someone might have come unstuck at turn 1. The two Franklins though, absolutely nose to tail. Inman all over Ruiz, but I don't think there's anything doing there as Powers looks at Giordano but can't make the move.
Yeah, obviously trying to get track position early in the race will be crucial. It is a very tight circuit and not very many places to overtake. Saying that, however, I think Perez has just been passed by Zazolia and now Jules Simon.
Yeah, Perez losing a lot of places there then. I think he was just unsettled around one of those corners and ended up offline, and that really hampered him. Meanwhile, behind, Klaas van Schnelheid looks as though he's got a better exit there than Vasquez, and he's got back through.
He has indeed, yeah.
Oh, that's a hump and a half.
Yeah, it is. That seems like he could very much unsettle the car. But talking about good starts, we've got Finn Schneider moved his way up from I think 22nd to 18th, now 17th, as he's trying to put the moves on Sykes, but Wagner as well.
Yeah, what's gone on there then? Schneider's just passed like 3 cars in one move.
So AMR are going to be very happy with his progress.
There we go then, end of the opening lap, and unsurprisingly it's Enrique Ruiz with the fastest tour. But pretty much, aside from Simon and Kanga, then the top 10 are in. Oh, Hoskins is in the pits for some reason.
Oh, so perhaps Hoskins, yeah, he's lost his front wing. Maybe he caused the damage, caused the yellow flag as my co-commentator dies.
Yeah, apologies, there may be a little bit of coughing during this race. I'm, unsurprisingly, not well again. Seems to be quite a common theme.
You sickly gimboy.
Yeah.
Finn Schneider, again, is now up to 15th position. Whatever he's doing in that AMR, he is on fire today.
Sykes is past Wagner as well.
Yeah. So maybe Wagner's got some kind of issue, but Simon is determined not to let these two go. He knows that if he lets them get away from him, then he probably won't see them for the rest of the race.
Hoskins then, a very slow stop, and he's now 35 seconds behind the back of the field.
It's going to be a big old yikes from me.
Wow, the cars are jumping over there.
Oh, I can't wait to see that cause an accident.
That's quite incredible, isn't it?
It is, yeah. What else is incredible is me.
Is that barrier actually not on the floor? Fairly sure it looked like there was a gap between the bottom of that barrier and the floor.
It's the safest way to do it, so the driver can just like spiral underneath it, you know?
Right.
Yeah?
No.
Oh, Simon is looking to make a move on Inman. He goes for the outside. Inman covers him off. There's nothing really that he can do going down into turn 1. We'll see if he can line himself up into turn 3.
Yes, Inman takes 3/10 out of Ruiz's and then Inman's fastest laps. So the DS Manchur clearly the quicker car in these opening stages.
Speaking of, we've got Kanga trying to make a move on Simon. Simon tries to make a move on Inman. Kanga's forced onto the grass. There's nowhere for him to go. And I don't think he's going to be very happy about that one, Bradley.
No, absolutely not. Kanga not playing team game here, is he? He's going all out for this.
Well, you've said in many races it'd be interesting to see what he could do if he qualified nearer the front. He's probably watched him back and thought, all right, let's give it a go. Got a big yellow... Oh, no, it's gone away. We've got a yellow flag in Sector 2 on and off.
Yeah, unfortunately, in this one, he qualified for the front and has gone backwards. Albeit only by one place, but backwards.
Kinneman has lost several places from 11th position. He's now running down in 14th, which has promoted... Here we go. So Hoskins hit Kinneman.
Oh, God, so the two Hongfists came together on the opening lap then.
Oh, I'd say that was all Hoskins' fault, really. He should have done better to estimate the speed difference, and then Kinneman just spun it on his own. It's a rare mistake from the Finn.
I wonder if he's got a... Ooh, blimey, that's a curb now.
Yeah, I'll say.
I wonder if he's got some kind of, like a puncture or something from the contact.
Do a slow puncture or something unsettled with the geometry of the rear of the car, but either way, he doesn't look as comfortable. He's now 2 seconds off of Halverson and soon to be coming under pressure from his old teammate Schneider. What
that does mean, though, is as I thought we were going to get a mugging of Finn Schneider there. Actually, yeah, I think we might. They've both gone round the outside of him.
That was beautiful. So the outside line is clearly the place to be at turn 1.
Yeah, Simon looks up the inside of Inman once again.
Yeah, so pretty action-packed start to this V-Prix.
Yeah, which I'm, if we're honest, I don't think we were expecting.
No.
Oh, Klaas has passed Yoshida somewhere. I don't know where we've missed that, but he's suddenly a second and a half up the road as well.
Spicy. And obviously Yoshida's now going to be coming under threat from James Vazquez.
Of course he is. Klaas is on the soft tyres.
Yeah. So Klaas is really... Oh, of course, Klaas is the leading soft runner, so he's got to get a move on.
Yeah, it didn't really work. Well, he was... we were kind of hoping he'd be slightly higher up qualifying. Yeah, 8th was not what we were expecting.
No, I believe the Downton crew was saying that their car looked a lot better in race trim anyway. I don't know if they're just lying to me because I'm pressed, but
Of course.
We
always do.
You lied to me?
Yeah.
You lied to me about not staying in that hotel room with that waitress? Oh, Simon up the inside now of Inman.
Oh, and that's contact.
Both are into the gravel trap. They're in the wall. Oh!
Is this the championship leader out of the race? No, but they've both lost their front wings then.
They might... Oh, no, they don't have terminal damage. Oh, dear. Ugh, who do we blame there?
So then, both Inman and Simon out of the race. That's Inman absolutely out of the race.
Yeah, Inman has just clonked into the tyre barrier, so clearly there was some kind of suspension damage from the contact, which meant he couldn't quite straighten the car up.
So what is it with championship leaders recently and falling apart in races?
I don't know, but Giordano is now running in a podium position at the moment.
That's put both Phoenix cars into the points.
So it has. Once again, the benefactors of others' misfortune. I thought that was an oil patch there.
Yeah, so did I then. Yeah, we are absolutely going to have to replay that one, aren't we?
I think that was probably, from what I could see, I'd say that was 6-1, half a dozen the other, purely because at the end of the day, yes, you had Seymour coming up the inside of Inman, and he was a bit clumsy, but Inman could have probably left him more room. Got a yellow flag now.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wonder if that's Simon pulled off. He's not losing time, perhaps not. Kovalenko's lost a chunk.
He has as well, hasn't he? I think he's spun it round.
Speaking of the devil, there he is, back in the car this race after 2 races out.
Yes, I believe he was recovering from an injury, was he not? Or am I thinking of someone else?
No, you're thinking of someone else. He was just taken out of the car to give Bayer a couple of races. Simon then into the pits, unsurprisingly, with that, I would say broken front wing, but there was no front wing left to break, so...
Look at this race now for 3rd place. Giordano's got a lot of pressure from the 2 Downtons behind. And
yeah, Powers needs to let his teammate go here.
Yeah, you'd imagine that someone who runs the team might be on the radio telling them to swap places. His class is looking pacey.
Someone has, but keeps coughing and can't get the words out.
Like, it's a struggle though, you know. We've all been there, except for the ones of us that haven't.
No, you just have hiccups instead.
Yeah, well, who says you can't have beer on the wall? Oh, yeah, that was airborne there for James Vasquez. He's really pushing that car.
Really sticking with Yoshida though. Well, in fact, all of these guys is they're pretty much nose to tail, aren't they? There's a bit of gap there between Pass and Yoshida, but
well, what do you expect? At the end of the day, the Ocelot is only the 5th fastest car, so.
Well, exactly, and you know they're 3rd and 6th, so they're well ahead of where they should be.
Yeah, they should be. They're probably well happy with their position right now.
I mean, frankly, I think they should just be given time penalties to put them back into 9th and 10th every race. If they're the 5th fastest car.
Yeah, it's the only fair thing to do.
Yeah.
But we ride aboard with class, still not able to find an opening against his teammate. Obviously, equal machinery makes it a lot harder to overtake, and a lot less weaknesses.
Especially on a track as narrow as this is.
Indeed. That said, he's got a decent run now from the double slipstream.
As has Powers on Giordano.
Here goes
Class goes for the inside. And doesn't quite make anything of it then. Meanwhile, Simon has rejoined. In last place, about 15 seconds off of Will Hoskins, as the 2 Phoenix cars try and get together. That's a bad idea.
Yeah, Alvarez must have made a mistake because he had a solid 6/10 or so over Davenport. So either that or Davenport made it all up under braking. But Alex is going to be maybe hoping that they don't get that close in future.
Yeah, well, I mean, those 3 points that they're currently scoring at the moment would, if you bear with me.
I'm not a bear, I'm a koala. I eat eucalyptus trees. Well, just the leaves. I don't like
Hang on, say that again, repeat that to yourself.
What?
What you just said.
I'm a koala, I eat eucalyptus trees.
Yeah, you're not a bear, you're a koala.
Yeah.
Full name of a koala being a koala bear.
No, it's not though, that's just a common myth. Koalas aren't bears. Dylan will back me up on this one, I'm sure of it, and Nick. Don't mislabel koalas. They're adorable. They also look really angry sometimes.
Okay, so, yeah, those 3 points that Phoenix are currently scoring would put them level with
sorry
first.
to crush Bradley, but I think we've got another move coming on from Klaas van Snelheid. Again, Powers holds on around the outside. Nothing that Klaas can do to his more experienced teammate.
Yeah, he's trying, but Nathaniel is refusing to give this one up. I suppose he's just assuming that Klaas wouldn't be able to do anything against Giordano anyway.
Maybe, but then is that his call to make? You know?
Well, who knows?
You.
As Adrian Simon bangs in the fast slap, unsurprisingly, he's at the back of the field in wonderfully clean air. He's already taken a second and a half out of Ruiz.
I don't know, pollution's pretty bad in this area, Bradley.
Yeah, if Phoenix finished where they were, not only would it be their first ever double points finish, but those 3 points would put them level with first in the championship.
Ooh. I can't see first coming up the order and challenging them anytime soon.
Well, I mean, no.
Yeah, it's not even a remotely close one, they're just miles behind.
Well, it's only a casual 15 seconds. Here we go, Powers on Giordano then, down into turn 1.
Giordano holds the outside line. Gotta say, that pit exit does look pretty dangerously placed. It's right in the racing line for the first corner.
Yeah, and that's cost Powers a bit of time, and Klaas is now all over him, along with Yoshida. And could this be the opportunity that Klaas has been waiting for?
All over the gearbox of Nathaniel Powers, like you say, yeah. If this is going to be, I was about to say if there's going to be a chance, this is going to be it, but nope. The one lap he's closest, he bottles out.
Yeah.
Possibly his soft tyres are just starting to go off a little bit here. This surface doesn't get used a lot, this track, and
no, those Formula One-y boys don't come here, do they?
No, because they're too scared of a good circuit.
I think the thing here with Slovakia is it's a very fast-flowing circuit. There's not really that braking opportunity or hard stop to make an overtake. It's very much single file, isn't it?
Unfortunately, yeah, this race is mainly going to be dictated by strategy.
But, you know, that's all good. Meanwhile, up front then, Alar Kanga running within half a second of Enrique Ruiz.
Hey, that's pretty good.
I think this is literally going to come down to an undercut, isn't it?
Yes.
Whoever pits first and gets out in clean air.
Simon.
Well, I mean, no.
Well, you said.
Yeah, there's clean air, and then there's, as Kanga got very close there then to the back of Ruiz.
Indeed. Get the feeling that perhaps Giordano is holding up the 3 behind him ever so slightly.
No, you don't say.
Do you want a bit slap?
Oh, Davenport on the inside of Alvarez then. Can the more experienced man make mincemeat of his rookie teammate? That will be a nope.
No, Alvarez just with so much confidence on that outside line. Looks to be...
Ooh, the Lopez are running in the Scans livery again. I thought they were going back to yellow here.
Who knows?
We have a yellow flag in the middle sector. Something's gone wrong somewhere for someone. Nope.
That's a very specific line of commentary there, Bradley. Nice. Something's gone wrong somewhere for someone. Oh, stop dying. It's such a hassle to me.
I'm trying.
I apologise for the inconvenience that my friend is... Sorry, it is causing...
I mute my microphone, but it doesn't work. So...
What, your microphone doesn't work?
No, muting it doesn't work.
Kang with a great run on the start-finish straight on Ruiz, but not able to convert it into an overtake.
Powers is through past Giordano.
Oh, wait, so he's done Klaas and Giordano in one go.
No, he was ahead of Klaas anyway.
Hey, listen.
Look, you're wrong, deal with it.
Settle down.
As you usually are. Kanga all over Ruiz then still. He's but it'd be interesting to see what Powers can do now. So he's gone. Is this the outside line at turn 1?
It is, yeah. Watch this. Just swoops around.
Woo! Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. They left one another plenty of racing room, and that is how you pull the move off. Simon, Inman, take note.
Yeah, I gotta say, I actually think Giordano could have fought a bit harder for that one.
He could have done, but I'm glad he didn't.
Well, I'm sure you are. Raya's going to be screaming at him on the team radio, though.
Yeah.
After both the Ocelot drivers, in fact, were lambasted in the press by the team principal.
God, weren't they just?
Joe, I've been waiting for an excuse for like 3 days to use the word lambasted. It's a brilliant word. I love it.
And this is what you came up with.
Well, does it or does it not sound all right?
Yes. Yes, it does.
There we go. Highlight of my weekend.
Oh,
anyway, don't you oh dear me.
Hey, you should, be grateful you didn't look across to see me rolling my eyes.
Oh, you should be grateful that I didn't buy you a hooker with an STI. That has no
right.
Kanga.
Meanwhile, back to the racing. Kanga is up the inside solidly, but it just doesn't work up the inside line now, does it?
No, it's not the preferable line. Seems to offer like less grip or something, but definitely letting Enrico Ruiz know that he's there and he's ready to take that win off his hands. Yeah,
Kanga definitely looks the quicker of the two. Meanwhile, Powers doesn't really seem to be escaping here.
No.
The pressure that they were putting Giordano under, I was kind of expecting, well, more.
I'd say it's quite possible that perhaps after following in Giordano's dirty air for a number of laps and really pushing the car to make that overtake around the outside, it's possible he's just cooling down the tyres and the engine a bit before he streaks off into the distance. Odd way of doing things, but if his tyres are overheating that much, perhaps it's necessary to prevent further thermal degradation.
Yeah, that's true. Meanwhile, I'm not entirely sure this strategy is working particularly for class.
No, he's starting to look like he's actually struggling for grip a little bit now.
Yeah, especially when you consider, soft tyres he's probably going to put in once or twice more than the rivals around him. Vasquez is still hanging on to their coattails as well on the mediums. Yeah.
Got to say, the pace difference...
Matson on the hards, though.
Yeah, the hard tyres are not... They're slow. Like, Matson obviously started level with Vasquez. They were very close in qualifying. Kanga goes again for the dive at the inside. He's got a lot more ground on Ruiz this time, but again, Ruiz just comes back around the outside.
Yes, that slingshot line around the outside, isn't it? Kanga was pretty much fully ahead there. And still Ruiz came back at him.
Yeah, got to work on his racecraft a bit there. He could have benefited a bit more from perhaps dragging his own car out a bit wide to block off that... I guess line of counter-attack for Enrique, but...
Yeah, I was about to say, if he'd drifted across in the braking zone, you might have covered him off, but if he'd have drifted across in the braking zone, you'd have had a hell of a shunt up the rear.
Yeah. Oh, you don't know how he likes to spend his Sunday afternoons, Bradley.
Well, racing, clearly.
Right, Sunday evenings then.
Celebrating, winning.
By getting shunted up the rear.
Very possibly, but let's not forget, Kanga, well, the last 3 races, he's finished first, and second. And, unless something goes catastrophically wrong, he's going to finish in one of those 2 positions again here, you'd imagine.
Well, let's not say anything too soon. Notice how you're trying to put the commentator's curse on him like 14 laps into the V-Prix.
That's absolutely not my intention. At least I don't have to comment that,
Class in the pits after 13 laps of racing on those tyres. So that's going to be a 3-stop?
A 3-stop unless he gets it wrong.
Yeah,
actually, that would be a rather perfect 3-stop.
Yeah, it would.
13. As long as he can make it work. Dude, but where's he going to come out though? Oh, that's not work.
Class is not in clear air at all.
No, and he's going to be. And he's just behind the 2 Lopez. Yeah, and now Sykes.
I feel like he kind of gave Sykes that one for free. He's going to be back alongside him though. Maybe. Is he going to go for a move? No, because it's not a braking zone. What am I talking about? I don't know. I'm a commentator though. I should know.
Hoskins pits as well then. Obviously he was also on the soft tyres. Out of sync though. Actually no, not really out of sync. He's back in sync. He's just miles away from where he should be.
Why is he sitting in the sync? Just a heap of times. Simon's right up with him.
Oh, Oh, slight slide there from Sykes, and Klaas nearly runs into him.
In before Klaas plows into the back of the midfield runner.
Don't. Please don't.
Ooh, big moment for
Yeah.
Kang. Very squirmy.
What went on there then for Alar Kanga?
I don't know, it seemed like he put his foot to the floor and just the card just said no.
There you go. Klaas has got Sykes.
Hey! Did that sound like I was mocking you?
Yeah.
Good. That was what I was going for. Kanga,
I
though,
did figure.
even after that mistake, still sticking with Ruiz. So, like you said earlier, definitely the faster of the two cars.
Oh, I mean, you can just see it in the whole body language of the car, can't you? I mean, that
Yes.
DS Mathsure is absolutely glued to the track, while the Franklin?
The Franklin.
The Franklin?
The Franklin is much slower and less confident on the brakes than the DS Mathsure. Oh, sorry, carry on.
You're a prick.
You're a twin.
Here we go then. This is Davenport on Alvarez. Nope. Alvarez holds on.
He shoots for a miss. This isn't. Alrighty.
Klaas already on the back of Osberg then, so I mean that shows you the pace difference, doesn't it, between the guys at the front and the guys at the back. Surely he's not. He's not. He's not.
You know, just got to take some risks to make the strategy work. It has failed terribly so far in getting him to clear air, but well,
yeah.
He knows he's got to try a bit harder to actually get it working. And
I can't help but feel we might have let him down with this one.
I mean, from an impartial point of view, you have.
Yeah, from a partial point of view, we have.
Yeah, but it's all right. You learn from your mistakes. Got Kangaroos within 3/10 of Ruiz. He's getting closer and closer.
Yeah, it's just not a track that works with overtaking, is it? Now and then there are like 2 spots on the whole circuit, on the whole lap, that you can possibly pull a move, and if you don't have your car set up, it just doesn't work.
Unfortunately, no. You've got to.
There we go. Then this will be the outside line at turn 1 for Klaas, and this will be 13th place, and he's done it before the corner.
Well, that's probably good. That's probably what he wanted, to bring the car down on the apex and just keep that momentum, keep on pushing forward. Once he gets past Wagner, he's got a nice gap in front that he can really use to start pumping in some lap times. Yeah,
Simon, meanwhile, towards the back, has dispatched both Kovalenko and his brother now. That's his own brother, not Kovalenko's brother. Kovalenko doesn't have a brother.
Oh, how do you know?
Because I have the biographies of all the drivers. It's not a biography. It's... you know what I mean. The thing that tells me all the bits and pieces about a driver. Like, place of birth and how many brothers and sisters they have. And age.
Both of the... sorry to kind of change the subject, but both the leading two were very sideways through that final corner. I don't think the tyre wear on the mediums...
Oh, look at the run that Kanga's got now as they head to turn 1. And decides to do nothing with it.
I think he's playing the long game here, Kanga. We've seen this before where he hasn't come into contention for the race until the very end.
I don't even think it's that. I think, I thought he was going to try and go and get a run around the outside then into turn, what's that going to be? Is this 3 then? Is this turn 3?
Yes.
Cool. No, I think DS Mathsure sorry, excuse me, is Klaas now up with Wagner as there's no room on the outside to try that move. He's going to have to try into turn 3 then, isn't he?
Yes.
Or he can just go up the inside of turn 2. That works as well.
Or does it?
Yep.
Or does it?
Yep.
Wagner has nothing to say about it.
Of course he doesn't.
So yeah, now Klaas is going to have that opportunity that he needed to really put in the lap times. Cause
yeah, I mean, well, Klaas is just going to piss off into the distance now, isn't he?
Hey, what's your fucking language?
Exactly.
But yeah, he is.
No, I get the feeling DS Mathsure are just literally going to wait, undercut Franklin, or the Franklin or Ruiz, and come out ahead.
I suppose
that's exactly how I can see this one playing out. Unless, of course, Franklin preempt that and pit Ruiz first, in which case, well, shit.
Very odd from Holmqvist. They seem to be running quite a long 7th gear because the revs for Kinnaman there were awfully low.
Yes.
A fun little note for you. Simon moving past Zazolia now. Here comes Kanga, his teammate. Is he going to make an overtake as well? He's going to try, but he's going to fail.
Unsurprising.
He'd do well to set himself up into like hairpin of turn 8 or something.
Yes.
But oh well. I'm sure that one way or another he will end up finding a way past Ruiz because the Brazilian's
he's so much quicker.
He is. Speaking of quicker, we've got Kinnaman coming up the inside now of, I believe that's Halverson.
Certainly is then for the final points position. He's not made it work.
Silly boy. Okay, so if we're going to see a 2-stop from the medium-tired runners, we'll see them in any time now. Pit window for the 2-stop to be effective will probably close around lap 21, 22. So it'll be interesting to see where these runners feed out in relation to, well, the front runners at least, feed out in relation to Klaas van Snelheid.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a yellow flag in the middle sector, but it's gone as quickly as it appeared.
It's like my father.
I have to say, interesting how quickly. I mean, there is absolutely no threat of rain here whatsoever. The sky is as beautiful as it could be. But it's interesting to see, as unsurprisingly, Klaas van Snelheid then on the soft tyres in the fresh air bangs in the fastest lap.
That is not a lot faster than the lap that Simon put in on his medium tyres.
No, but it's quicker, so, you know, we'll take it. Something.
Yeah.
It's an improvement on Germany.
Everything is an improvement on Germany.
That's very true.
Bred the Nazis.
Very, very true. As you say, it's interesting how quickly the track has dried up here. Because we had a bit of a downpour earlier during the FV2 race.
Yes, we did. It was raining dogs and cats and dogs. That's how much it was raining. It was raining both.
And there was some fish in there as well.
Was there any haddock? I do like some haddock and chips.
There was no haddock.
Well, great. That's big moment from Kanga. Those tyres really screaming at them now to let them stop screaming, I guess. I don't know where I was going with that sentence.
No, I don't think you do. What would be a one-stop window then? Lap 26, isn't it?
Between laps 26 and 30 at the latest.
Yeah, but from 26 onwards is a one-stop. There's Klaas now on the back of Timo Kinnaman, and you should imagine this is going to be fairly straightforward. Perhaps not.
No, because that's how corners work, Bradley.
Yeah. Oh, Kanga, no.
Ruiz again. He just knows exactly where to put that Franklin in order to keep Kanga behind for now.
I would say Kanga's obviously. This is going to be Klaas around the outside of Kinnaman in turn 1 then. Easy as you like.
Easy as pie.
Not Klaas. Powers is catching the top 2. Not massively, but he's closed that gap by about a second since he's passed Giordano.
Yes. So maybe he was doing exactly what I suggested he was doing. Yeah.
Perhaps he might have been right. I doubt it.
Fucking genius.
I doubt it because you're not.
I know my. You are the lead commentator, you know.
Simon is past Vokalen.
Live pundit.
Simon is past Vokalen.
Voklan.
He's now 17th. Well, you know, he's getting somewhere.
Here come the medium runners then.
And they pitted on the same lap. Yellow flag in the final sector.
That's
Powers,
not good. Powers is losing. Oh no, he's pitting.
Powers has fallen behind Giordano and Yoshida. There's been a problem there somewhere. Ruiz is back out first off, so it's status quo then.
Did I say that? I
Oh,
think I...
Powers got back ahead of both Ocelots.
Oh. Bloody
So
hell.
both of them held in the pits, and a lightning stop from the Downton crew in comparison. And Powers has gone from third to fifth to third in a matter of a couple hundred meters.
I've got to say, Powers is a great guy, but bloody hell.
Where's Klaas going to feed back out with all of them? Klaas has jumped him. Klaas is ahead of the three of them and into what is a net third. Davenport is third as Matson leads this race.
Oh, crucially, though, that puts a car between Kanga and Ruiz.
No, it doesn't.
Seem to... Well, it did briefly.
Yeah, it did, but now it doesn't.
Sticking it in, hanging on there on the outside.
This is going to hold up Klaas. Klaas on the outside. Kinnaman goes to the inside of Klaas and Davenport. Surely Klaas can sweep back around the outside there then, and he has back into fifth.
Yeah. Good driving from the young Dutchman, but yeah, that's a big loss for Mathershaw there. They should have gone in previous lap because they've lost about 2 seconds now. I can't count to Franklin and Ruiz.
Matson holds the net lead.
No. But okay.
Let's assume, well, I'd be stunned if the hard tyres weren't one stopping.
Oh yeah, he's on the hard tyres. Oops. Yeah, actually.
We might see a really strange result here.
Well, hopefully we do.
Although Ruiz really is rapidly closing in on Matson.
And Kanga's rapidly closing in on Ruiz. No, he's not. I lied.
Yes. The two Downtons both looking at overtakes now then. Klaas on Davenport and Powers on Kinnaman. Tried it. It failed, and Giordano's now gone through as Davenport peels into the pits then. So he's put an extra lap on his medium tyres.
Here
we go. This is on board with Giordano then. You saw Powers there, bulked by Kinnaman, and yeah.
Womanek. To be fair, that was a very good that's a very good move.
Opportunistic.
Yeah, that word from Giordano. Thank you for bailing me out there,
Did Giordano go to the inside of Kinnaman? No, he thinks better of it. I was just wondering if he might try the inside line there, and that might give Powers a run around the outside to take the position back. But
I think Giordano is more than happy to sit behind Kinnaman and wait for... Oh, never mind. Here comes Giordano now.
And Kinnaman is off the track.
Oh, and Powers has lost heaps of time. Well, I say heaps, a couple seconds.
As Kinnaman bins it for the second time in this race then.
He's having a dreadful afternoon of it.
Yeah, it's not gone well, has it?
No. We haven't seen Tumo put in a poor performance like this since, 2016.
The gap between Matson and Ruiz is down to 3 seconds. That was 3 seconds in a lap then. That's ridiculous.
That's frighteningly fast. We did say though earlier, because Matson had lost almost half a pit stop to his teammate. The hard tyres, they cannot get them up to temperature so well here.
As Ruiz puts in the fast lap then, but that's barely quicker than Klaas's. Okay, Kanga's annihilated it, never mind.
Yeah, Kanga is cutting. You say Ruiz has obviously caught Matson by about 3-4 seconds. Sorry, Ruiz. No, do you know what? I give up. Ruiz has caught Matson by about 3 or 4 seconds, but Kanga has caught Ruiz by a second himself, so he's really just pedal to the metal, as they say.
Simon back up to 10th now then.
Yes.
As this is Yoshida all over the back of Nathaniel Powers.
So Simon's on the mediums, yeah? And he pitted on...
Yeah.
Powers with a bit of a moment there.
Yeah, very much a moment.
Stop time and regain his composure.
Magic. I think that was probably a small camera glitch, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, technically, even if it wasn't, there's no rule against witchcraft in wizardry in Formula Virtual, so...
Actually...
Let's go on with it. Crack off.
Article 476.3
doesn't exist. Just like the parent.
Yes, it does. Small print. Always read the small print.
Read the small print. Oh, wait. Do I have the saying wrong? Am I wrong? This one?
What do you mean?
Never read the small print.
Oh, Ruiz has a mammoth run on Matson now then. He's gone to the outside line, but I don't think Matson's going to absolutely not even leave him. And,
by the way, in sector 2, I don't know what it was for, but it's gone now.
yeah, no one massively changed position, so I don't. And this is going to, well, that's a, I mean, Kanga's right onto the back of Ruiz immediately there. I wonder if this is going to be his opportunity. Ruiz to the, no, Kanga to the inside. Ruiz is being bulked by Matson. Has Kanga finally got it done? He has!
Oh, beautiful move from the Estonian. He saw his opportunity and without hesitation, he took it. Now it's going to be crucial to get past John Matson as soon as possible to build up that gap from Ruiz, because Enrique is not going to be happy about that. And while he's still within striking distance, he's going to be trying to make a comeback.
Yeah, that was absolutely perfectly executed by the Estonian then. And Ruiz in the Franklin being bulked by a driver from their technical partners.
Indeed. That's not going to go down well in the boardroom at all.
No, I think there may be some words there later on.
So Kanga still fulfilling his fine form, if you'll pardon my alliteration. Oh, here comes Ruiz now, down the inside. Is he going to do it?
He's very sideways, comes into the corner all crossed up, and I think that cost him.
I think he just overcooked it under brakes, and now, he's lost about a second to the guys in front.
Yeah, and this is when Kanga needs to pounce, and he is. He's gone to the outside then as they head down to turn 1. Surely then, this will be easy for the Estonian, and he will sweep into the lead, and there he goes. He nearly loses it at the apex, but Kanga leads the Slovakian V-Prix, and, well, you'd imagine now he's going to leave Ruiz for dust.
Well, yeah, Ruiz now needs to get past Matson immediately, because that Ingram is going to hold him up like he would not believe.
Yeah, but Matson's sticking to the racing line. Ruiz cannot do anything about it.
No, Klaas behind as well is closing in rather rapidly, but he'll be into the pits in like next lap. So.
Well, you say that, but he isn't. Klaas is stuck at about that 3 seconds behind Ruiz.
Oh, maybe his tyres have had enough.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What was it? Lap 13 he paired?
Yes.
Yeah, so he should be in at the end of next lap.
Simon
just pitted again because he's slightly out of sync, isn't he?
Yeah.
We never did see a replay of that, did we?
We did not. But I wouldn't say it was. I would say it was a racing incident.
I would like to see it again before I commented.
All right, Ruiz now looking for that move up the inside.
Yeah,
he's already lost about 3 seconds.
Nope.
No, it's not.
Maybe not.
Matson holds on those absolutely shagged hard
and look at this.
tires.
Look at this. It's cost him 3 seconds to Kanga already in a lap.
Flaming heck.
Klaas has pitted a lap early.
That's rough. So he's got to stretch one of his next 2 stints a lap longer.
That could be somewhat disastrous. Is he going to come back out? He should come back out in the gap between Kinnaman and Alvarez this time.
Ruiz has dropped 4 seconds to Kanga now. Kanga is just... Sure, fair play to the lad. He has smelled his opportunity and he's taken it. He's put his pedal right down to the floor. He is...
yeah, there we go. There we go then. Klaas just rejoins in front of Alvarez. So he finds himself a nice bit of clear air this time.
Yeah, which is crucial really to try and get the strategy to work, especially if you might be making an extra stop.
Oh god, yeah.
Come on, Ruiz, you've lost 5 seconds now. Get on with it. We want to see a good fight for the win.
I think that's long gone.
Well, you have said before that Kanga, if he started near the front, that he'd win by a mile. Let's have a look. Let's see.
Well, yeah, and of the last 3 races, he's won 2 and come second once. He's proved it. Kanga, in my eyes, is now a real threat for this championship.
I was about to say, he's playing himself into contention for the championship here.
Is this going to be the move finally for Ruiz? It's not. Nope.
Nope.
And so now he is 6 seconds behind his rival.
I don't know. Yeah, I'd say that's it for Ruiz. I can't see him in that Franklin overcoming that kind of a margin.
Matson is now backing him into Giordano and Powers. We've got a yellow flag in the middle sector, and there's a Lopez playing in the sand.
Playing in the sand. Ooh, he clipped his front right end plate off there on the curb there.
Yeah, he did a tad, didn't he?
So Wagner not going to be too happy with that. Going to be having to get the dirt off his tyres, get the temperature back into them, and have another go.
Top 5 currently consisting of 5 different teams then.
It's nice to see.
First time we've seen that in a while.
Why is there a paw print on the Ocelot? Is Raya furry?
Well, because Ocelot. There's Adrian Simon then. Pops in the fastest lap in a beautiful bit of clear air he's got at the moment. He's still got 12 seconds in front of him to Helverson, 10 seconds behind him Forsberg.
Klaas has already closed in half of that 10-second gap to Kinnaman.
That's no real surprise.
Ooh, that was a little bit cocky. Settle down.
Well, he's on fresh soft tyres.
Your nan's on fresh soft tyres. Please tell me your nan's not dead.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck. My apologies. Oh, Giordano, is he going to make a move on Ruiz? He's got.
No, he got pinched. He got pinched, but this could give Powers a run. Then Giordano's been slowed down. Powers and Yoshida are now all over the Italian. Can they do anything into turn? I think they're just going to be line stern, aren't they? They absolutely are. But the 4 of them are now absolutely nose to tail for second place. We have a yellow flag in the middle sector, but it's gone as quick as it appeared. Matson, where is he going to feed back out? Kinnaman pits as well from 8th. Why is Kinnaman pitting?
He's on the hard tyres, maybe?
No, he's not. He's on the...
Sure? He's on the hards.
He is. Oh, Ruiz. And that's Giordano's. Giordano's got Ruiz.
Ah. So Giordano moves himself up into second position. Here goes Wagner.
Oh, and that was what happened to Wagner.
I can't help but say he deserved that.
Yeah, at least he got out of the way. Before his teammate ran into him, just.
And then he picked up the damage.
Look at that. Kanga now, though, with a 10-second lead up front.
He's just streaking away. He's going to be laughing all the way to the podium.
Matson is rejoined just ahead of Alvarez.
Oh, that is tight.
And only 6 seconds behind Klaas. And Matson will not have to stop again. Klaas is under real pressure here to finish. Well, I mean, if it finished like this, he's going to be 8th.
Yes.
Bloody hell.
But don't forget, you got Vasquez, you got Yoshida. I reckon Matson could still be within a shout of the podium if these guys start holding each other up too much.
Possibly. What's the gap? 30 seconds. It is a very long stop here, isn't it, for some reason?
Yes, it's a long pit lane, that's why. You've got all the pit boxes, and then for some reason the pit limiter's right at the end of the lane.
It's one to keep an eye on, most definitely.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see a bit of a shock result. It's good to see every now and then. We've got Ruiz with a beautiful run on Giordano, but nothing he can do. Surprisingly, that V12 unit in the back of the Ocelot not performing so well this weekend. Straight line.
Yeah, well, as we said, there's not really a decent straight here, is there, to fully use it?
Yeah, true. I imagine it's just like begging for Giordano or Yoshida to like let it stretch its legs a little bit, but
well, I mean, they could just keep their foot flat to the floor, but they'd find themselves in a wall pretty quickly.
I don't think you should be encouraging that, but you're not wrong.
No, we absolutely should. We'd be scoring more points. Come on, do it.
Hey.
What?
I'm going to stop you right there.
No.
Dudley.
No.
You need to relax.
No.
You understand me?
No.
No, don't do it. Do you know what? You were talking about Phoenix earlier. Fair play to them. They have, like, solidified themselves in 9th and 10th.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Not going anywhere.
The job Phoenix are doing is just phenomenal.
It is. I think this is...
Oh, we got back markers, and they're not getting in the way. Brilliant.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, what have we got? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Phoenix are clearly the 7th fastest car.
Yes.
Oh, that's Powers and Yoshida.
Yeah.
Just holding the Japanese rookie off.
Yeah. He is. Well done. The whole pack actually is well, I say they've spread out. You've got Ruiz still closing in at chasing down Giordano. But Powers and Yoshida, they've dropped off a little bit.
They have, yeah. I wonder if it's nope. I was going to say I wonder if it's traffic, but there's no traffic there, so nope.
Yeah, the only person going to be running into traffic anytime now is Mr. Kanga.
Well, no, to be fair, Perez and Simon have just come out behind Yoshida, but they left the pits and that was where they ended up, so...
Yes, they did.
That means they're quite far off Kovalenko then.
Yeah, just a smidgen. I wonder where Kovalenko actually is in Slovakia, but whereabouts in Slovakia?
And Kovalenko's gone a lap down.
So he's exactly where Kanga is.
And thankfully, it looks as though they haven't come together.
Woo!
What? In fairness, both Perez and Simon are on the hard tyres.
Matson is officially out of contention for the win as Ruiz tries to go up the inside. But yeah, Kanga with a massive gap back to him. So the best he's going to be hoping for is second or third.
Yeah, I think he might. Well, I don't know. He's keeping the gap to Giordano around 30 seconds, isn't he?
Yeah, that's the thing. He's not racing anyone around him, but he's doing exactly what he's got to do where he is in order to keep that gap just where it needs to be. It's fascinating to watch. A lot of drivers think, a lot of fans think that racing is all about wheel to wheel, but sometimes it's about playing out the gaps and making sure that you take advantage of strategy.
Yeah, he's playing that strategy absolutely beautifully here at the moment, is Matson.
Yeah, but what do you expect from a guy of his caliber, with his kind of experience? Obviously, former V-Prix winner at France, I believe. No, not France. He's won somewhere though.
I mean, it's entirely possible he's won one in France.
I was thinking of Nikolai Milkovic.
No.
But yeah,
he did win in France.
Sorry?
He did win in France.
Hey, was it the first season?
It was.
There we go.
When he finished runner-up in the championship.
That was a rough one for him. Team 23 struggled the next year. It's a shame that
they did. He was 17th in the championship the year after.
Oof. He's been solid ever since though, really, hasn't he?
Pretty consistent for Ingram, yeah. He's just missing that podium. He's like the reverse Sergio Perez, isn't he?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Well, I mean, in fact, Milkovic and Ingram were always that kind of pairing. You know,
Simon goes to put a move on Halverson for 11th position.
Yeah.
Does so with ease. I say that. Locks up the rears going into turn one.
Yeah.
Nearly, the car nearly swapped ends at about 200 miles an hour. That's rough.
Yeah, but then that was pretty hefty contact with Inman earlier, so I'd be stunned if he hadn't picked up some kind of damage somewhere.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, actually, they complemented each other quite well, didn't they, Milkovic and Matson? Matson would be there, consistently scoring solid points, picking them up, and Milkovic would nick the real shock result every now and then.
Yeah, they worked really well, but I would say the Vasquez is a pretty decent replacement for Milkovic because he's got...
Oh, easy, yeah. Vasquez has been amazing.
He doesn't have the pace, let's say, because when Milkovic was in the zone, in the groove, it was very hard to beat him no matter what car you were in. Vasquez, I don't think, has that kind of ability yet.
No, but I do think once Vasquez's contract is up at Ingram, he is going to be highly sought after.
I can see him ending up at Franklin, you know.
Possibly. We'll have to wait and see how things unfold there.
Indeed. Obviously,
obviously Ingram will be absolutely desperate to keep hold of him. But then they do have some other juniors as well coming up.
Like who?
Xander Benilson and Gianluca Di Stefano is one of their rookies as well.
I really like that name.
Gianluca Di Stefano.
Yeah, that's just poetry.
Gianluca.
I think it's more of a Gianluca.
Probably.
Who knows?
Gianluca.
Like Gianluigi Buffon. Not Gianluigi Buffon.
I thought his name was John.
John Buffon, yeah.
No, John Buffoon.
Oh! You're so offensive, Bradley. Do you know what? We went past the halfway point and we didn't even say anything about it. It's really kind of quieting down this race in the last, about 5 laps or so.
It has. I'm surprised Klaas hasn't made more progress on his soft tyres, frankly. I was expecting him to have caught Vasquez an awful lot quicker.
Perhaps, but he spent a lot of his V-Prix in traffic trying to make overtakes. I think maybe he's just trying to protect his engine from taking too much damage from overheating, etc. Yellow flag in sector 3, but it's gone now. But I think that was Davenport has lost places, so Davenport out of the points.
Oh no!
Well, I think that might have been something to do with Simon, because Halverson has passed them both.
Having said Klaas isn't making much progress, I've just been watching his time sort of religiously for the last 30 seconds or so, and he's closed 2 seconds on Kanga.
Well then shut up about it.
Giordano's close to second as well. I think Kanga might have had a problem somewhere.
Perhaps, but don't forget he's lapping traffic at this point. He was just going past Vauquelin and Zazolia.
Yeah, in fact, Zazolia's just unlapped himself.
That's naughty.
Zazolia's unlapped himself. I wonder what is going on then here with Alar Kanga. Surely it's not. Well, there we go. So that's him putting the lap back on Zazolia. I wonder if he's literally genuinely just having problems with the traffic then.
I think he is. Like he said, it's a tight circuit, and there aren't many, since they're all such high-speed flowing corners.
Well, let's just take a look. Oh. I was going to say just shut up for a second so we could listen, but
you're mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, it can be more detrimental to the leaders if a back marker actually slows it right down to get
well,
out.
Yeah, I mean, that's what... Well, I would say that's what cost Ruiz, but technically Matson wasn't the back marker, was he? So...
No. Ruiz just got caught sleeping.
Oh, but this is going to harm him as Giordano gets a lap on. No, never mind.
So I was just going to say, big sideways moment there.
Oh, and Power snuck through there as well.
Yeah, Power's the big winner there. He's right on the back of Ruiz now. Every time this race gets a little quiet, it starts shaping up to be a real nice, real good scrap again.
What you mean is every time this race gets quite a bit quiet, a random car gets thrown in amongst the leaders.
Yes.
And it kind of spices things up.
Yeah.
Yoshida's lost out big time here. As this is Simon then, on Halverson for the final points position. Nope.
And can't do it, but you get a feeling.
Of course you don't overtake on the inside there, it just doesn't work.
Silly goose. Yeah, this circuit seems to be very much, to be fair, in this formula, it's kind of very much forget everything you know about racing, because the outside line, we've seen time and again, is the place to be if you want to get that
but
move
we
done.
see that at a lot of tracks, don't we?
Yeah. But then in the lower formulae, you've got moves up the inside, around the outside,
over the top.
Straight. Well, that was one time, and it was pretty cool, but probably dangerous.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that video of GT6? Someone literally doing overtakes in a Bugatti Veyron. There's a circuit where there's such a steep hill where he just guns it up the hill and then flies over the top of other cars, but then loses the rear end under braking because, well, dog.
No, I haven't, but that sounds brilliant. I'll have to find it.
Send you a link after the race. It's bloody awesome.
Just show me. I mean, we're sat here.
I'm busy watching the race.
After the race is hit.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
So, 12 seconds now then is Kanga's advantage up front, now that he's finally dispatched of people that were being a bit of a pain in the arse. Next up, Schneider and Hoskins. Hoskins really not made any progress at all, has he?
No, not really. He's been he's been doing his best, but I think he's made decent progress for the car that he's in. But
I suppose he is only 29 seconds behind his teammate.
Don't forget, he's going to be pitting in 2 laps.
Yep. Yeah, he certainly will then, as they three-way battle for second place then across the line to start what is lap 37. So we only have, just after this one, 15 laps to go here in Slovakia. It's been a decent race. Nothing, I don't think it's been stunning. As Ruiz then looks to the inside of Giordano at turn 3. He's not going to make that work. Power sweep around the outside. No, he can't get the overlap. It wasn't close enough. And the 3 of them stay in position. Then Yoshida drop back and doesn't seem like he's really going to, well, gain any ground now. As up front then, leader Alar Kanga 12.5 seconds clear of anyone else. He's, well, absolutely dominating now. Finn Schneider has just gone a lap down, and next up for Kanga is Will Hoskins in the Holmquist. And then you've got a bit of a gap to the next car. That is Elroy Wagner, the German. Well, I would say well down the order, but he's only a couple of places behind his teammate after that earlier incident. Kanga, then that just looks serene though for the Estonian. He's absolutely in a class of his own here. Would have been interesting to see how he fared against Simon. Had the championship leader not been involved in that early incident with Olin Inman that's put the Monegasque out the race and put Simon himself into the pits for an out of sync pit stop for a new front wing. But that happened. There was nothing he could do as Klaas van Snelheid into the pits, and this is early again then, I think. Yeah, it is, and Klaas could end up making a very last minute stop then, and this might not help his race whatsoever. He should feed back out in 8th place, but I think that's going to be very, very tight actually with Alvarez. And yeah, in fact, there goes Alvarez. Klaas is going to slip to 9th. Is he going to fall behind Adrian Simon as well? He is. There goes the championship leader, and Klaas van Snelheid rejoins in 10th. These soft tyres and this strategy is really not working at all for the Dutchman, who's now over a minute off the lead. Klaas then, yeah, clearly very frustrated on the team radio. We've just heard a message that we're absolutely not going to play on air. The Dutchman quite fiery under that helmet. I don't think he's going to be one to talk to once this race finishes. As up front then, Giordano still holding second place. He's now 13.5 seconds behind Alar Kanga. Just absolutely nowhere near the pace to keep with the Estonian. But no one can make the move. I wonder if this is going to come down to pit stop, this battle for second. Yes, we've pretty much been saying it all races. Alvarez now up to 8th place then. And that would give Phoenix their best ever finish. 4 points as Ruiz looks to the inside of Giordano, but that's not going to work. And those 4 points would put Phoenix ahead of first if it finished as it was at the moment. And a massive disappointment that Davenport slipped down the order for some reason, because he was right there with his teammate, and that would be 8th and 9th. That would be 6 points, and that would put them level with Lopez. But I think, well, Phoenix are proving here that they can score points. Need a little bit of luck, but it's absolutely possible. And I think 7th place for them is a very real possibility past the Swiss outfit.
I think it's possible that Kanga might have tangled with Davenport on his way through. But yeah, like you said, Phoenix doing a stellar job. Sorry?
Kanga. Oh, Kanga in the pits then.
Yeah, Kanga was lapping him, wasn't he?
No. Davenport's
Yes.
only a minute behind the leader. He's
Oh.
not come close to being lapped yet. Kanga's pitted and no one else has.
Except for Kanga.
I just said Kanga's pitted and no one else has.
I know, I thought I saw someone else. Yeah, maybe he's just trying to...
Well, it doesn't matter. He's easily going to do 13 laps on those tyres, isn't he? And he's come out.
clear air. Just in front of
Oh, mind that Holmquist. And he's let him go. So that, I think, was Hoskins. As Giordano, Giordano, Rees and Powers getting mixed up in some back markers. And Giordano has put a first between himself and Ruiz, who's now put the first between him and Powers.
It's too much. I can't keep up. I don't under. Oh,
oh well.
It's not the fastest way through there. I think that was Perez.
I think that was Azolia, who's just taken himself out of that one.
Probably just thought, you know what? Screw this. It's too much hassle.
So this is the battle for 8 between Alvarez, Simon and Klaas van Snelheid. The young Argentine, some real pressure behind him now. He's got the world champion and last year's runner-up. Klaas is very close to the back of Alvarez. Can he sweep around the outside of Simon? He absolutely can. Beautiful.
Nicely done. He saw it, saw the situation unfolding, knew that the inside line is not so favourable when it comes to overtaking, was able to capitalise on Simon's mistake.
Yeah, he played that one very well to Klaas van Snelheid. Now he's just got to find a way past the young Argentine. Is into the pits, comes Giordano, comes Ruiz, and comes Powers as well then. And Yoshida, who's now right back with them.
I would actually say that Alvarez has also done really well there, not to just completely buckle under pressure, because it's so easy to do that as a young driver.
And he's done it again. Downton and Powers have done it again. They've jumped Giordano. So Giordano came in second place and he's leaving in 4th.
Giordano's not going to be happy about that. Ocelot have kind of cost him 2 times this race now after his hard both occasions to try and get into a favourable position.
Oh, and they've all just come out ahead of Matson.
And not Vasquez. Vasquez is behind his teammate by quite a margin.
Yeah, so if he wants to make that, he's going to have to catch and pass.
But he's going to have Klaas right on his back to the end of the race. Or is Klaas not pitted yet?
Klaas is going to have to pit again, I believe.
Really? What lap did he pit on?
38.
That's going to be a close one.
Yeah, it's going to be very close. As that is Adrian Simon going up the inside of Klaas van Snelheid. But you don't overtake on the inside of turn 3. And Simon's just learnt that lesson. I think he might have been able to pull some moves off there on some of the cars he's been racing up to this point. But you're not going to do that on a Downton.
No, they've definitely got the traction and the power to actually basically get moving on the exit of that corner on the outside. You know what I was trying to go. You know what I was going for.
If Alvarez might have a slightly harder deal of this than we've been making out, he's going to have to catch 15 seconds to the back of Kinnaman, who's not going to stop again because he's on the hard tyres.
But Simon has to stop again. Davenport has to stop again.
Yeah, but that would only put him 10th.
Klaas has to stop again.
I don't think Klaas will fall behind Alvarez.
Really?
Yeah.
It's only like 16 seconds between them.
There's half a minute.
Yeah, there is, isn't there? I was reading Kinnaman's gaps to Klaas. I don't know why or how. There goes Davenport into the pits. Kinnaman, despite all of his mistakes, is I'd say he's doing pretty well to be up in 10th. He's probably going to be thinking, you know, he could have got a bit more from this V-Prix, as we've got Klaas trying to put the moves on James Vasquez. Nothing doing there. We'll see if he can set himself up perhaps into turn 1.
Oh, we have yellow flags in the 2nd and 3rd sectors. I'm assuming this is some kind of incident. Who's losing out? Oh, well, there it is. There it is. And that's Klaas into the back of Vasquez. Vasquez has lost out hugely. I think that's a damage from broken front wing. And that's Simon involved as well. Is that both? No, that's Vokalem. Oh, both Meteors. Both Meteors are caught up in it.
What a shock.
Vasquez sideways on track, and what's going on there then? Is I wonder if Vasquez has had a problem. No, he's in the gravel, he's back out, and he's on his way.
Wow. Guess Alvarez is going to have a bit of an easier time of getting to the points now then.
That's put Matson ahead of Yoshida.
Oh, that Schneider with that front wing as well. He was dominating Kovalenko up to this point.
Oh,
That's Yoshida without a front wing. Oh, dearie.
Oh god,
dearie
yeah.
me.
Well, that's going to help class.
3 positions for him.
Beautiful. Up to 6.
Oh, it's there. Oh.
That's a wheel. That's a wheel gone, isn't it? There was a wheel in the wall.
Yeah. It's a bit of an unorthodox line into the pits. I'll give you that, pal.
Yeah, and I think it's just taken Finn Schneider out of this race.
It might have done because there's yellow flags in the first and third sectors.
Here we go then. So this is what happened. So, Schneider made the mistake and spun. Drove into well, that was stupid.
Yeah.
Drove into Yoshida. Vasquez got caught up in the incident. This is one of the meteors. I'm not sure which. So he spun it as well.
Similar and then drove. Oh, Jesus Christ. There goes Simon, bidding it on his own, actually. Probably under locking up the brakes from trying
Yeah, I was going to say, Simon avoided that pretty nicely though, and then came back on and drove into Vasquez. But I think he's avoided picking up damage. Yoshida then has come back out in 12th place. Vasquez is in the pits, just ahead of Sykes. This has all aided Alvarez quite nicely, hasn't it? He's not been able to quite overtake many cars now.
No, he's also been basically gifted about 10 seconds over Kinnaman because he's really caught up to the back of him now.
Crikey, yeah, he has, hasn't he? 5 seconds the gap between the pair of them.
And with Simon needing to pit soon as well, I can actually see him... wait, what lap did Simon last pit on? 25. So Simon should be the fifth next lap. So Alvarez could actually be on for a 7th place finish. And if class then has...
that's Simon without a rear wing. Adrian Simon is out of the race.
Oh, that's the championship... No, is he the championship leader?
He is, yeah. He took it last race after Powers had a... Well, yeah, I couldn't speak about it. So here we go then. That is Simon, and I think he's going to end up in the wall.
Yeah, he just reversed it, and this is... It's a shame that he spun. I think that was a racing incident, but... Bloody
What is Osberg doing?
I'd say it's best, but it's clearly not very good. Oh my god!
And that's Osberg.
The tyre that you're on about.
Yeah.
No one goes past. That is a weird one.
Well, Osberg's out the race. And Simon is as well then.
Oh, that is devastating for Adrian Simon. But up in front,
what's his gap?
Huh?
11 points. If it finishes like this, we're going to see another change of championship lead.
Who's going to lead it now?
Powers.
Jesus Christ. How far behind the lead is Kanga at this point in time before the results?
Before this race, Kanga was 32 points behind his teammate. So if it finishes like this, he'll be 7.
Wow. That will fully bring him into the title, won't it? Oh, there goes Yoshida. The first overtake.
Yoshida on Davenport, sliding sideways up the inside. And I think that's put Davenport off a little.
Yeah, I think he wasn't expecting him to even try a move. And the next thing you know, boom, Rovita Man was through. There goes Klaas, lapping Alexander Zazolia. Simon Yat pits again.
No, he's just in the pits because he's without ring wing, isn't he? So he won't leave the pits again now, I don't think.
He's never going to see his family again. He's never leaving the venue.
He's just confined to the Slovakiaring pits.
Like 20 years time, he's just like a skinny old wrinkly man in the cockpit. Like, can I leave now, please? But in French, but I can't speak French. So Rob, please translate. Thanks.
Sacre bleu.
That means blue and sacre. I don't know what it means.
It's an expression of shock. Yeah, it is a bit, isn't it? It's kind of... we had a bit of action, but...
The action is no longer taking place.
No.
This disappoints me. We must...
Kanga's lead up to 15 seconds now over Ruiz. I wonder if we're going to get much of a battle between Ruiz and Powers.
No, I mean... Yes, Powers has looked quick, and yes, Ruiz has looked slow in comparison to Kanga, but he's also looked pretty solid in that second place ever since he lost the lead of the V-Prix. He just seemed to have almost like accepted his fate as soon as Kanga went past and gave up on the race.
Well, yeah, but he did get stuck behind the back mark for a while, didn't he? No, not the back mark, sorry. It was Matson, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. But, you know, like, he could have pushed a lot harder to get past. Kanga got past Matson within, like, a lap of being in front of Ruiz. Ruiz was stuck behind Matson for probably about half a dozen laps, at least. Yoshida has got a great run on Halverson now. Yeah, he's gone to the outside line, turn one. Halverson, I think, is just giving this one away. I don't think he's got anything to fight back with. And yeah, sure enough, that's Yoshida up into 9th position now.
Well, there was no point fighting that, really, was there, for Halverson? He's... Okay, it would have been 2 points as opposed to 1, but...
Yeah, I gotta say, I agree with you there. It's not worth risking the race, especially after this many laps. Sometimes you get to this stage of the race and you just kind of look back at how it's gone. You look where you are at the moment in the standings. I mean, points for North Star is about as much as they can expect from each...
Yeah, having said that, you know, Phoenix are scoring 4 points here. They need to minimise that deficit. They could have done with holding Yoshida up. He'd only have to have held on for 5 laps.
Maybe they're hoping that Yoshida's going to move up the field and take points off of Alvarez.
True, and that would be more beneficial because that would be losing 2 compared to their 1 then.
Exactly.
But that is a 9-second gap. I don't see him closing a 9-second gap in 5 laps.
See, I can see him getting close, but I can't see him getting past. Unless we see another, like, fucking Banzai move up the inside sideways, taking the position like he was with Alvarez's teammate. But I mean, he's already it was like a lap or 2 ago that he overtook Davenport.
Oh, Klaas overtook Matson. When did that happen?
Oh. No, they all came out. Oh, I don't know.
He was about 3 seconds behind him last time I checked.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, well, that's something. 3rd and 5th is an improvement on last race. Not that you could get much worse than last race.
I don't know. I'd say Powers was driving even like the worst of everyone last race, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We couldn't get worse than last race.
Oh, I see. Good point.
It was pretty dismal.
Your face is dismal.
Harsh.
Yes. This race is brought to you by Fortnite, the game played by gay babies.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm mocking it. I play it quite a lot.
Also, it isn't.
What? Because you don't play it?
No, this race is not brought to you by Fortnite.
Oh, I know. I wanted to make a joke about people that play Fortnite. I don't know why. Alvarez, 2 seconds now. The gap to Kinnaman. 5 laps to go for them.
Yeah, that's a shout. Are there any other battles on track? Halverson, Davenport potentially. 2 seconds between them as well. Phoenix could be looking to actually nick that double points finish. If Davenport hadn't made that mistake or whatever happened earlier, they'd be 8th, 9th.
Yeah, they would. Jesus, what noise happened there? Plus, he'd probably be able to act as a rear gunner for Alvarez, so even if he did lose the position to Yoshida, he'd still have that last points paying position, and they wouldn't be giving up any points whatsoever to their rivals.
Absolutely. I have to say, Kinnaman's recovered this one quite well, hasn't he? Seeing as he appears to have spent more time in the gravel trap than on the tarmac. 7th place is quite a respectable finish.
Definitely. He's been very lucky boy today. He's not driven well at all. But he's done what he needs to do. I feel like if he hadn't made all those mistakes, right now his 7th place would be secure by at least 10 seconds.
And he could be on the back of Matson. And if Klaas does have to pit, that could have been another position gain.
That's a good point, actually. But
as it stands, I don't think he will. I mean, that's like, what, a 35-second gap?
Yeah, that's at least way
Pit
too
stop's
much.
long here, but it ain't that bloody long.
No. But crucially, the gap is now down to a second and a half almost between Alvarez and Kinnaman. Alvarez just kind of losing his pace a little bit. Kinnaman, either that or Kinnaman turning up the whip ever so slightly. Jules Simon then, the first driver to go 2 laps down.
Yeah, that's not surprising, is it?
No.
I have to say, now that Vauquelin's got into his stride, he's regularly outperforming Simon, isn't he?
He's definitely showing the young Frenchman who's boss at the Meteor outfit. I think that's an interesting dynamic. Not only obviously because they're both rookies and they both started off the season pretty shit.
They're still pretty shit.
Yeah, but Vauquelin is slightly less shit than Simon. But they were going to be really I mean, obviously they'll say that they were looking to work together to improve the team, but they were probably looking to assert their dominance over the other driver so that they could have that preference going forward from the team.
That's true.
And I'd say Vauquelin.
Here we go, class pits then. So that is going to be a loss of 6th position to Jean Matson.
For 5th.
Yeah, 5th, sorry. As Matson trying to lap one of the first, nearly gets put in the bloody pit wall.
That was
ridiculous.
Quite an experience, yeah.
So surely Klaas should come out ahead of Kinnaman, although this is going to be a lot closer than...
Nope. But I'll tell you what is close. Alvarez and Kinnaman. That is a second gap now.
Well, 7 tenths. 7 tenths. There's nothing between them at all.
He's got 2 laps to get this done. Well, 3, 50, 51, 52. Yeah, so Alvarez on the back of Kinnaman has got 3 laps to overtake the Finnish driver.
But he can't afford to get it wrong because Yoshida is only 4 seconds further back.
I'd say he's only like 3.5 off of Alvarez. Hear that Judd engine screaming out. And obviously Phoenix separating from Judd next season.
Yeah, I'm stunned. We've got through 50 laps and haven't spoken about that at all.
No, we had several quiet moments. We just didn't talk about it.
Yeah. There goes. Oh, God.
Probably Simon.
It's not gone well, has it?
Simon's just like the Lance Stroll of our formula.
Even Lance Stroll would make him look stupid, I think.
Yeah, true.
Well, actually, I don't think he needs Lance Stroll to make him look stupid. He'd make himself look stupid.
Yeah, he does all the hard work himself. But yeah, have they announced? I know they've announced that they are entering into a partnership with someone. I don't think they've announced who, have they?
DS Automobiles.
Oh, what?
So DS are gonna build their own engines from 2019, which obviously are going to power the DS Master team, and Phoenix.
Oh, what are Downton going to do? Because then they're only supplying to Lopez.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's less interesting than I thought.
That's
triggered.
All 4 teams are still going to work together. We're just going to have differently branded engines, basically.
Why are they going to work together if they've got different engines? Plus, you and Matthew are like typical partners.
That's why we're all going to work together.
I don't get it.
Well,
Alvarez is right on the back of Kinnaman now. This is going to be a great scrap on the last lap. I can't see him getting past, but I can see him giving it a bloody good go.
No, I can't. But us and, as you said, us and DS Master are technical partners, and we've both got an engine customer, so it only makes sense.
I guess.
We're not just going to work together and leave them out in the cold. That's harsh.
Well, no, but DS separated from Downton.
Yeah, but we're still technical partners. That won't change. Nothing in the partnership changes apart from the fact that we now run differently badged engines.
Oh.
That's literally it.
Oh. Anyway.
And that's only because of the...
Do you think?
Well, he's not near the end of the race, the lap
Yes,
yet.
yes, he is.
He's
He's
not.
got this corner, the right-hander, then the
Oh,
left-hander.
fastest lap from Klaas van Snelheid.
Oh, I thought he had more laps. Corners. Oh, fuck it. Yeah, Klaas snatching that at the death of the race, but this has been the man who's been the talking point today, really.
Yeah, well, I mean, Alar Kanga we don't know how. As that's Kinnaman. Kinnaman bolt.
Yoshida's done them
Alvarez
both.
goes through.
Yoshida's done them both, though. Yoshida is up into 7th position.
Yeah, but here we go then. Kanga around the final corner. Kanga wins the first ever Slovakian V-Prix. He's been in a class of his own since he got past Ruiz, and he's, well, made the field look a little bit stupid. It would be interesting to see how things would have been played out had Simon not crashed early on, but he did, and therefore it ended as it ended. Kanga wins from Ruiz. Powers completes the podium. It's well, he absolutely needed that after a really poor Germany. Giordano finishes 4th. He was screwed over several times by his team in the pits. And Jean Matson is going to pick up a rather brilliant 5th place on the contra strategy on the hard tyres.
Yeah, he's done really well to make that work, to be fair. And Klaas, still a net gain of 2 positions after that. I mean, yes, that is effectively Simon and Inman that retired from in front of him, but
on a strategy that really didn't work whatsoever. He hasn't lost out anything.
No, he's done really well to keep that going. So fair play to him. And Downton, they needed this kind of solid performance. Not, I mean, a win would have been nice for you, I imagine, but they've done well to bounce back from last weekend.
Yeah, and is this going to be? We still need to wait and see. Is this going to be? It is. That's Phoenix's best ever finished in 8th place with Alvarez there.
Bloody hell.
Brilliant.
I'll tell you what, though, that charge from Yoshida at the end, like getting past Alvarez and Kinnaman round the outside at turn 1, that is just the stuff that dreams are made of.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful then. But this man we're on board with then, driver of the day, stunning drive from Alar Kanga, his 3rd win in 4 races. So it's the 4th straight win then for DS Short, the 3rd of which has been taken by Alar Kanga. His teammate didn't have such a brilliant day, but joining him on the podium, Enrico Ruiz and Nathaniel Powers. The contra strategy, Jean Matson 5th, Klaas van Snelheid recovering to 6th. They didn't work brilliantly, the medium tyres that most wrong were the best, and there we sit at the bottom, retirement for Adrian Simon. The former championship leader, Klaas van Snelheid, took the fastest lap on the penultimate tour, but Simon's retirement is big in the championship because it means there's a change at the top once again. Nathaniel Powers now leads the charge for the title, 4 points clear of Simon. Alar Kanga though, just 11 points off, and Ruiz only 20 off the lead as well. Huge changes then in the championship, and it is now well open. There are so many drivers within a win of the top of the standings. Sergio Alvarez's best ever result as well, gaining him places in the Drivers' Championship. And in the Constructors then, there hasn't been much movement, but Phoenix have jumped up 2 places and now sit 8th. That would be the best ever finish for a new team. They are past First and North Star and just 2 points behind Lopez. DS Matshore lead by 9 points from Downton. But that's all from our race here today in Orechova, Poton. So from both me and Harry, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time for round 11 from Montreal, Canada.